Howdy y'all. Red door went great. Got the food supply. The lady really liked the walking stick. I'm very happy to see that. I did get a lot of sun the other day. And this is kind of why. Let me show you something. You might recall this walk from before. But before, this entire roadway basically all through there where they've got it cut down was a thicket of trees. Basically, there we go. Which basically provided shade for this entire road walking path. I don't know why they decided to cut it down, but Shaw apparently decided that it's much more economical to give folks heat strokes rather than let woods be left alone as thickets. And what kills me about it is this. It'd be different if, oh, well, we're gonna do some major effort and come through here and cut all this down and clean it up. Y'all, they didn't clean a single thing out here. They just chopped down the trees to get rid of nesting birds, to get rid of rabbits, armadillos, groundhogs, and a variety of other critters that would have happily made this an environment worth being around. But again, for whatever reason in their well-paid wisdom, Shaw decided better to make this into a dangerous and litter-filled walking area rather than a lovely green space, which it could have been. This is why I don't trust corporations. This is why I don't trust companies, but I do trust people. I think if the manager had actually come out of his little plant and walked this sidewalk a few times during the heat of the day, they would have realized why all of those trees were rather nice and I would even say necessary. But again, this is Cartersville. If we make it impossible for you to walk around, you will invest more into vehicles, right? Everything has a reason. Whether they know it or not, everything has a reason. While standing in line at the food bank, there was a gentleman about 4 or 5 people behind me. Try real hard not to memorize people's names or nothing, because while we are all community, some people feel embarrassed that we're living in the end stage of capitalism. And yeah, a lot of people are going to fall through them cracks. You might be one of them. But either way, dude's just going over about how he doesn't know how to get a hold of the resource offices or what to do, because he got approved of EBT and he got approved on food stamps, but now he's got to set a passcode for his card and he can't call in and get that done. And every time he calls, it gives him robots and AIs that lead him around in circles and then eventually hang up on him after telling him what his EBT credits are. So then a very nice lady who has been on EBT since she said her 20s apparently, showed him basically what he's going to have to do. And well, I just don't know why because they don't want you to eat. They want to make it intentionally difficult so you don't do it. Do it anyway. Put in for your EBT cards. You might be available to get them. And if you can get those benefits, get them. Right now, the richest people in the world and our president just, let me go over that one in the news. The president sued the IRS for leaking his tax information. And this is what will upset you. He sued him for $10 million, or $10 billion, and now he's claiming that he made the best decision for the country because he and his team of Jan 6 rapists are going to get $1.7 billion. And we, the taxpayers, are going to be paying for that. Get the EBT cards, folks. If the government offers you assistance of any kind, jump on that shit. Utilize it, and better, instead of doing what a lot of these people of previous generation, looking at you Gen X, looking at you quite a few of the boomers, don't just pull that ladder up behind you. Figure out how to make it work for everybody, not just you. Now, that's not me saying to share your food stamps. You're not legally allowed to do that. But as far as like the nice lady in line, someone having trouble, help them. If you can't like sit down and do it for them, at least tell them how to get to the next stage. Just my rambling thought. Bye. Still woods. This would have still been woods. Trees a little bit like shorter than that one there, because they constantly should keep them down from the stupid power lines that should be in the ground. But yeah, all this, trees that would actually give shade. But again, how can I convince to kill the planet and drive everywhere in stupidly priced little buggies if I don't make it almost impossible for you to actually move around without those stupidly priced little buggies? I mean, it's like I have a bicycle, but should I share the road with people like that? Flying along giant vehicles, giving no shits about the bikes or the bicyclists they hit? There's a reason I don't ride my bike, except when I absolutely have to. And then I tend to ride it off the road because, yeah, you can be bold when you have health insurance. If I get hit, I get left in the ditch to die. This is America, boys. We die ugly here. This is me still being optimistic, by the way. Sorry to bring the mood down a little. Honestly, it was good seeing folks at the Red Door, and it's good seeing folks in the community still sticking together, reaching out. The nice lady that runs the Red Door actually put out pamphlets now, and they're opening more locations. I mean, their resources are getting spread a little thin, but I can't argue with the results. They're helping a lot of people. And honestly, I wish that I did have one of these dead-end jobs just so I could give them a little something possibly. But then I think back to when I was working 60 to 80 hours a week at Martin's, and I still did. If I had a vehicle, I wouldn't have been able to take my vehicle to work. I made just enough to keep myself fed and just enough to keep the bills paid. That's no way to live, folks. And if your job is only giving you just enough to survive, stop giving them your all. Oh, it's called quit. No, it's not called quiet quitting. It's called responsibility. They're paying you like a pauper. Behave like one. Stop giving them prime cuts for mincemeat prices. And don't sell out your fellow people. Because a lot of people are stupid, greedy, or lazy, and they'll get theirs and fuck over their entire team just so they can get theirs. Friends, I promise you, it sounds fun, but it's hollow on the inside without anyone to share it with. Stick together, y'all. Be good. Try to keep these short and sweet when we're walking. We'll see y'all later. Bye for now, comrades. Be good out there.